Welcome to the Live in Korea channel and welcome to Korea Smart City. The city is still growing and still developing. But I mean, it has been for the past 20 years. And it's been delayed again and again. 3 times now, I believe, right? I think that's what I mentioned earlier. A street lined with international flags. And there's this very cool looking place, at least from the outside. The Red Moon. But that's not where we're going to eat. A bunch of folks hiding away from the rain. Very nice. Oh, okay, it's a barbecue place. This area looks a little bit more alive. It has a human touch, so to speak. Restaurants. It's a little bit more cozy looking. And it also carries the smell of barbecue in the air, which makes me even more hungry. Oh brother. More izakayas. Gore gamjatang. Oh! Gore. It says gore gamjatang. Gore is whale. Gamjatang is like, well, the haejanguk. It's a soup that's made of pork bones usually. So I'm wondering if this soup is made of whale meat or if it's just pork meat, but has a very strange name. I'm gonna go inquire. I wouldn't try whale meat. There's no freaking way. Yeah, it says gore gamjatang, I think just indicating that it's massive in size rather than that it's actually made from whale. There's a menu here. Okay, it's just regular haejanguk place. That looks perfect. I think I'm gonna have that. That's just basically haejanguk place with a fancy name, maybe indicating that it's massive. So let's see if it's truly massive or not. I don't have a tripod with me, so you gotta make do with what you've got. I just prop the camera against my backpack and that's where it's standing. So if the angle seems a little bit strange, that's because it's propped against the backpack. Oh. They serve chilled, what is this? Chilled corn tea. Very nice. So the soup is just regular gamjatang, which is pork bone soup. Unlike the name of it, gamja, which some people assume it's made is meant to refer to potatoes, it actually doesn't refer to potatoes, which is the Korean word for gamja, which is the Korean word for potatoes. But that's not what the soup is about. Gamja refers to the bones that are used in making the soup. So that's what we're getting today. Gamjatang, pork bone soup, my favorite. We'll see what it tastes like here at this gore gamjatang in the IBD Songdo district. The soup's arrived. It looks like any other bidagi haejanguk anywhere else. See what it tastes like. It tastes like any other bidagi haejanguk anywhere available that I've eaten so far. It is nice. And this standard side dishes of kimchi. This is pickled radish and some chili peppers, onions, and of course you can't go without doenjang jjigae. There's also a tiny little thing of, I don't know what it is, I think it's crushed beans, but I'm not 100% sure. I did like the taste of, so I'm gonna toss a little bit of it in the soup and top it all off with some pepper. What's that? Bon appetit. Well, that was a pretty decent meal. I'm quite happy. Let's say goodbye to gore gamjatang, which is not whale soup, it's just called whale. I don't know, it wasn't particularly large. Maybe if the larger part was ordered, maybe that's the big part. Oh, the rain eased up a little bit, so that's good. I feel safer now without the umbrella to obscure the view. But I don't know what else there is to do here besides looking at these massive structures hanging out everywhere. I stopped drinking coffee, so coffee shops are out of the question. Although I am craving a little bit of, not really caffeine per se, but something in my mouth. I think maybe the sugar. Maybe that's what I'm craving. I should probably get a pastry somewhere, something sweet. A 7-Eleven and some junky Swedish food would be good. Not Swedish as in from Sweden, but just sweet. I am a wee bit excited to be here, to be honest, because ever since I heard about this place a couple of months ago, I really wanted to come here and check it out because it sounded so cool, you know, like the futuristic city, the smart city. But it just looks like a regular city, with the claim that it's supposed to have cleaner air and like better living standards in terms of trash disposal and, I don't know, pollution. There's one more place we gotta go to check out, and that's the Central Park, because that's one of the other attractions about being here. I just need to figure out which way it is, because right now I'm a little bit disoriented, to be honest. Look at that! There's a boat just hanging out in the air. These ladies deliver yogurt. They're everywhere. Mali always says hello to one of them that passes our home. There's always a woman that drives one of those puppies around in a certain neighborhood. I guess they're assigned to certain districts, and that's where they stick around. Oh, look at that! Here's another spotting of the cookie. I think it's a variety of the cacao bike, but this one's a cookie bike. We could take that. If it wasn't raining, I'd be on board with that. Check it out, a boat on the building. That's crazy. This is a busy intersection, holy moly. Look at that, the city suddenly woke up. Maybe it's just quiet because of the rain. There's a promenade with like flags here, international flags from all over the world. Let's go have a look at that. It's very unfortunately positioned in the middle of the road, so I can't really walk along it. I thought I could. I guess it's only to be admired from the sidewalk. The Boulevard of Nations, as they call it here. We start off with the Korean flag, United Nations, GCF, what is that? I have no idea. World Bank Group. World Bank Group, is that what represents this city? Australia? Is that Jamaica? I have no idea what flag that is. Some African flag. Sorry. I believe that's Switzerland and Sweden. And this is possibly Spain or Portugal. I also have no idea where I am. But the G building is supposed to be one of the attractions here, which I was trying to find. So maybe let's go to our Navi and find it. The G Tower is 30 minutes away from here, and I'm pretty sure I passed it when I was when I arrived here, or at least I saw it somewhere on the horizon. So I don't know. We're gonna try and walk in that direction, and hopefully it doesn't take me 30 minutes to get there. Something of interest, Ann's Bakery. I've got a sweet tooth, man. I gotta go check it out because I got a sweet tooth. Little egg tart.
Takeaway?
Yes. Onto the G Tower. Oh, there it is. I can see it. How does it take 30 minutes to get there? It's right there. It's protruding right over that the trees right there. Wow. Very good egg tart. Come visit Ann's Bakery if you're here in the smart city of IBD, of the industrial business district, or is it the international business district? These bike lanes stretch for, I don't know for how long, but apparently for a very long way. all around the city. Oh, look at that, there's Burger King. And Lucy sent me a 50% coupon, discount coupon. Oh well. Quite happy with the Korean food. I gotta say, I really love Korean food. Or maybe it's just that I'm a soup man. Maybe that's what it is. But I take a lot of comfort in eating Korean food. One of the first comfort foods that I had when we came back from Thailand was daejigukbap. Of all the things to bring me comfort after returning back to Korea was daejigukbap. I've been here for way too long. There's the G Tower, right there. That's it, that's the puppy. So I imagine that from here, it's gonna take about 10 minutes. I am inside the G Tower, which has air condition, which is very good because I'm beginning to sweat. It's very humid outside. And check this out. It's like a pillar with a display on it. It's just an LCD screen of some sort. Very interesting. Two things I need. One, bathroom. Two, a way to get up to the top, to the observatory. Let's take care of the first one first, but you're staying outside. Easy peasy. Apparently just come into the building and grab the elevator to the top. Hi. There are only 3 floors here. 1, 32, 33. That is a quick elevator. That was probably less than a minute. We made it to the top. Bing. Alright. It is said that this project was wow. Check out this view. That's a good view. Look at that, we're on par with the IBS tower, which I really have no idea what the IBS tower is. But look at this view, it's spectacular. Right there, there's still a lot of constructions going on. Massive constructions going on. Here's a pretty cool looking boulevard that stretches all the way down to that bridge. You see some marsh, apartment buildings right there. As I mentioned before, the apartment buildings here, the complexes were built in an attempt to try to keep the environment in the city as clean as possible. So they have these garbage chutes that suck in the garbage through the chutes and apparently goes through the building underground and into a disposal shaft somewhere in a recycling factory. 40% of the water that's used in these apartments is also drained straight into a recycling plant and then reused, cleaned up. Another view from the same area. Whoa. Right there is the other POSCO building I was mentioning. And we can see the convention center from the top right here. So that means basically the G Tower is located right at the entrance of the subway. If you manage to make your way down here, hop off the subway and the G Tower is right next door. So if that's your prerogative, if that's what you want to come here to do, the first thing to do, then it's right next door. There's one more place I wanted to visit before I make a run for it, and that is the Central Park that's located here. And apparently it's twice as big as the Central Park in New York City on the island of Manhattan. It's been modeled on the park, but it's twice as large. And that's located in that direction. So it doesn't seem like it's too far from here. I might just explore that area of shopping malls. Down we go. Check out the speed of the elevator. Well, here it is, this outside strip mall with a massive, giant, decaying structure of a Christmas tree, what appears to be. That's quite bizarre. These are like giant seashells wrapped around it. But this place looks kind of neat. Looks like a place I wouldn't mind hanging out at, to be honest. They even have a climbing wall. Oh my lord. That is outrageous. They got a climbing gym. Hi. What are your climbing fees and conditions? 2만 원, 13,000원. Was it 1시간 아니면
One day.
one day? 2만 원이요?
Yeah.
Is that like 신발하고 equipment?
It's not included.
Okay, what's the fee for
5,000.
rental?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it here upstairs too?
Yeah.
Can I go up look?
Yes.
Oh, this is really cool. Oh, check out this place. Wow. Look at this bouldering. That's wicked. Do you sell climbing equipment here too?
Yeah.
Do you have Sportiva shoes? Well, that's wicked. That looks like a solid place to work out. But this place, if you're here in this neck of the woods, it costs 20,000 won for the whole day, which is freaking dirt cheap. And then the rental of equipment is about 5,000 won, so that's a 25,000 won a day excursion. And I assume they've got like monthly fees, which probably will be a little bit cheaper as well. If you're here and you're looking for something to do, this place is located, what is it, Block B. It's located in the NC Cube structure, and it's right at the entrance, right across from the G Tower. Wow, what a gem. Man, I'd move here just for that alone. Apparently my navigation has led me completely in the opposite way. I don't know, for some reason. Whatever the case may be. The Central Park is right behind me, and basically once you get off at the last station on the subway at the IBD, International Business District, Songdo. Well, once you get off the station, you'll be able to see the G Tower, and then you'll be able to see the massive Pasco International Tower. And the Central Park is kind of nestled between those two buildings. And in order to get back to the subway, you have to basically turn around and follow back. The Central Park subway station is located as the second last station to the subway line. So I ended up walking for like 30 minutes in the wrong way. My feet are killing me, my legs are killing me. So this is gonna be it. I'm gonna call this a day. Might take a quick little stroll through the park, and then I'm heading back to the subway and then back to Seoul Station to head back to Ulsan, because it takes about, I don't know, I guess it's gonna take me about 3 hours to get back home. It's about 80 minutes from here to Seoul Station, and then again from Seoul by KTX about 2 hours to Ulsan. And right here is the Hanok structure that we saw from the G Tower building. Well, so that's it for our visit to the industrial business district of Songdo. My umbrella just flipped inside out. I've read some things about it. People said that it was cold, that it was a failed development. I think a lot of people who have moved here have expected things beyond their imaginings. And I think some people had moved away from their friends and families and found themselves being stuck in this place that had neither, and possibly felt like they were missing out on, you know, the closeness of family and friends. But my impressions of this place, it's no better or worse than the other place. maybe better. It's kind of combines like the quiet of the countryside with the looks of a city, which means that it gives you a chance to kind of enjoy two things at once: living in a city, but one that is quiet and secluded like a countryside village would be, because it's not doesn't have as much of a hustle and bustle like larger cities do. And that really concludes this episode, this outing. I'm gonna head for the subway because it's raining and I want to get out of the rain. I brought a change of clothes, so I'm gonna slip into a t-shirt and stuff, and then I'm gonna head back home. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below, and we'll see you in the next one.